Joining us is Stephen Stairs, President and CEO of Benton Resources. Benton operates under a project generator model that includes their flagship Great Burn copper gold project in Newfoundland, Canada. The company also holds equity positions in other mining companies and retains net smelter royalties for potential long-term cash flow. Stephen, welcome to our show.
Thanks, Rachel, for having me on CEO.CA.
Well, let's talk right away about Great Burn. I see you've resumed drilling. There's 4 holes completed and a 5th underway right now. Walk us through what specific targets you're testing throughout the campaign and how they're differing from your previous meters drilled since 2024.
Yeah, thanks very much. We started our, I think this is the 5th campaign on the project, drilled over 23,000 meters to date. Since we've acquired it in late 2023. We're currently now drilling up at the South Pond deposit. Essentially, we have a 2.7 kilometer structure that's hosting all the gold that we've identified to date. And we're doing infill drilling to bring that into a resource, and also expansion drilling to the south and to the north. So we're pretty excited that the first few holes that we have in there.
Yeah, and if I'm correct about this, there was a mineral resource estimate done here at Great Burn. Is that right?
On the Great Burn copper deposit, which is located to the south, there's about 1.2 million tons. That was outlined by Spruce Ridge Resources, which is now Homeland Nickel, in 2021. And that was based on a 600-meter strike length on the copper deposit. We've expanded that down to 950 meters now. It needs further infill drilling to bring it to a compliant resource, which we will attempt before the new year.
Okay. Well, you quickly talked about South Pond. So if we can drill in here for a little bit, the relationship between South Pond and Great Burn, can you tell us about these two zones? And is South Pond becoming a more significant target given the work that you're doing there?
Yeah, so in 1970, Circle Mining and then the predecessor Noranda Mining in 1987 resplit some core. They had a historical resource of about 400,000 tons at about 1.2% copper and just over a gram gold. That's from, again, limited sampling on this old core. So that was the only known resource on the project. So the South Pond has never really had a resource. So that's our goal, is to really infill all this 2.7 kilometer of strike length of gold mineralization that we've identified. We've hit wide intercepts of gold to date, 20 to 50 meters of 1 to 1.5 gram type material. So that the aim is to drill enough holes to be able to put at least an inferred resource on the gold content that we have there in that system. So it is a major part of this copper gold system. It's actually the north half of the property. The south half of the property has seen very little work.
Well, I mean, when we talk about or look at your other projects like Dominion and Victoria West, I'm curious about the geological story here and where the project sits in terms of your overall priorities.
Yeah, so we acquired that project mostly because the excitement around Equinox Gold pouring their first gold bar this week at the Valentine deposit. So the Victoria West, we've staked a large piece of ground tied directly along the structure that hosts all the deposits at Equinox Gold. In fact, one of their best drill holes cut 172 meters, I believe, of 2.43 grams. And that's only 2 kilometers along strike on structure from the Victoria West project. So we believe that project hosts tremendous potential. And then the Dominion project sits 8 kilometers to the north. We've released high-grade base metal results in that project. We've assembled a large land position, and we've also identified 2 gold zones, one grading up to 10 grams and another up to 6.4 grams. Again, these are areas that's seen no historical drilling, and it's early days, but we're finding high grade new zones kind of on a weekly basis.
So is there any near-term work planned here, or is the focus staying on Great Burn for now?
Yeah, we've allocated a little bit of money. These are easy exploration targets for prospecting and soil sampling. This is kind of the cheaper part of the exploration phases until you get to the drilling. So we'll allocate probably $100,000 in surface exploration around those projects. But Great Burnt will really be the focus, and that's where most of the money will be spent on the current financing.
Well, as mentioned, Benton operates as a project generator. And you've got equity stakes in other companies and met smelter royalties. Can you quickly walk us through some of your key equity positions and what upside they represent for shareholders?
So in Ontario, we hold a large position in Clean Air Metals, which trades around 8 or 9 cents. We own 24.6 million shares. They have a high-grade platinum palladium deposit situated just 60 kilometers south of Impalo's Lac des Îles palladium mine. We own 1.2 million shares of Sokoman Minerals. Sokoman just placed new management from the old Newfound Gold guys. Denis Laviette is a new CEO. So we own 1.2 million shares of that company. And also some stock in Piedmont Lithium, which is now a Lever Lithium, which is a NASDAQ lithium-based company, trading at $25 a share. So, and we also hold royalties in some of those projects that we've vended out.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that rundown. I think my last question is about your cash position. So, what that looks like now, and how it funds your plans for Great Burnt and other projects we discussed moving forward.
Yeah, so with the current closing of the over $2 million that we just completed, and we had about 1.2 million in the bank, we're well positioned at 3.2 million hard dollars. It's not flow through, so it's these dollars are generally harder to raise. Of course, we got almost $3 million in equity, maybe a little more today with the current boost in the market. So these dollars will get us, a lot of drilling, and hopefully into a resource, in the new year.
Mm-hmm. Well, it should be a news-heavy period before the new year, so we're looking forward to watching Benton. Thank you very much, Stephen.
Thank you very much, Rachel.
Mm-hmm. BEX for the ticker symbol for anyone to go on to CEO.CA and search up Benton and see what investors are saying. Thanks for watching.